rated mature audiences only. Viewer discretion is advised. Welcome to the Patriot Angle Podcast, a show about America's truth, unhinged, unfiltered, raw. Your host, Mike Gardner.
They're waiting to feed their kids. Folks who are able to still keep their job, many have seen their paychecks reduced and they're barely hanging on and wondering what's next. Sometimes the anxiety about what's going to happen next is more consequential than what actually happened. But this is happening today in America. And this cannot be who we are as a country. These are not the values of our nation. We cannot, will not let people go hungry. We cannot let people be evicted because of nothing they did themselves. They cannot watch people lose their jobs, and we have to act. We have to act now. It's not just to meet the moral obligation to treat our fellow Americans with the dignity and respect they deserve. This is an economic imperative, a growing economic consensus that we must act decisively and boldly to grow the economy for all Americans, not just for tomorrow, but in the future. There's a growing chorus of top economists that agree that at this moment of crisis, with the interest rates as low as they are, historic lows, it is smart fiscal investment, including deficit spending, and they're more urgent than ever. And that return on these investments in jobs and racial equity is going to prevent long-term economic damage and benefits that are going to far surpass their cost. If we don't act, the rest of the world is not standing still in terms of their competitive advantage or the competitive possibilities relative to us. That our debt situation will be more stable and not less stable, according to these economists. And that such investments in our people is going to strengthen our economic competitiveness as a nation and help us outcompete our competitors in the global economy.
Whoa. Stop it right there. You just heard President Biden talking. Yeah. Sound effects. Thank you. Sound effects. Is that a truck going by? Is that Biden's truck going by? That's what he sounds like. I mean, this is the economic and the stimulus, the business. It's President Biden. Oh God, that sounds terrible just to even say it, right? President Biden. Well, folks, he is our president. Of course, he was sworn in a couple days ago. With an election a lot of Americans feel that was rigged, stolen, not fair, cheated. I mean, the list goes on, folks. But, what can we do? We could try to hold our heads up high and hope for a better day, right? A better day. But that was Biden delivering remarks and what he thinks he should do, his plan on discussing economic recovery. Oh, okay. We're going to see if Biden can win this battle here on the economy. He thinks he's going to recover it. Oh, let's see what old Joe from the basement there in Delaware says. He's delivering remarks, folks, on this economic recovery, right, from COVID, as well, too, as signing 2 executive orders, one of which would increase federal food assistance and streamline the delivery of stimulus checks. Oh, he wants to. All right, that's a no-no. He's bringing back Obama era of the food assistance, which is also known as food stamps. He wants to increase the federal food assistance of food stamps and streamline the delivery of stimulus checks. So he's promising another stimulus check, a third round. Well, we'll see what happens with that. As the president attempts to stabilize, sound like Joe here, stabilize the economy without congressional assistance amid the fallout from the coronavirus pandemic. So in the first order, Biden asked the U.S. Department of Agriculture to allow states to increase the food stamps, the SNAP benefits, by 15%. Oh, okay. So what's that going to do? Well, that's just going to put more deficit into the economy. It's going to put more deficit into the national debt of this country. Okay? And the president also issued a second executive order to improve collective bargaining power and protections for federal workers. So he wants to give the federal workers and then to direct the Office of Personnel Management to develop recommendations to increase the minimum wage. See, I was just going there for federal workers to $15 per hour. Oh, hey Biden, what happened with the national wage of $15 an hour? You're just talking about a minimum wage for federal employees. What about the little guy? You know, the little guy that's working at McDonald's making $7.25 an hour. Another lie. We've seen his first lie, right? The first lie of the new quack of as president here. Did you see all his other his other executive orders? I mean, this guy was signing papers like he was, signing his life away for, a mortgage or a car loan. Oh, God. I mean, then he signs another order for temporary banding the, ping on that one. Banding immigration passing. Yeah. Okay, we got the pings, okay? Enough pings here on the show. God, we're going to ping ourselves to death on this show. So he wants to ban the immigration crossing here in the country. So basically what boils down to that, what is Trump, Trump. It would sound nice if it was Trump, right? What does Biden want to do with immigration policy? Oh boy, you got to hear this. What Biden wants to do with immigration policy? Oh, it's terrible. It's terrible. I mean, like I said, folks, we knew where this president was going with policy, and I'm telling you right now, we are on a dark path right now with this president, and this president is only showing bad presidency only in his third day of office, and he's already making heat into his presidency, signing stuff away like it's like it's water. I mean, he's signing bills here, bills there, bills there, bills here. I mean, it's terrible. Oh, you should see what he wants to do with immigration. I'm going to talk about that right after I take a quick commercial break. Don't go anywhere, guys. Hey, folks, this got to get to a new sponsor here on the show. Freewheel Farms. Anybody living in the Atlanta area, if you're looking for a farm, an urban farm, pretty cool one too in the city. Look no further to Freewheel Farms. I happen to live near this great little business here that's run by young farmers that know their stuff, folks. They know their stuff, and they know what's healthy for you. Head over there to Freewheel Farms. You can even check them out on their Facebook, Freewheel Farms, or freewheelfarms.com. They have everything from organic vegetables to just about anything that you're looking for. very, very good stuff. They know everything about farming. They know everything about organics. I happen to buy from them from time to time. And they're very, very well down-to-earth type of people. So if you're looking for a good farmer's market even too, head over there to Freewheel Farms in Atlanta, Georgia. Folks, this is a really, really good small business. And if anything, any time for supporting a small business, that's the company to support. And I support Freewheel Farms. So head over there to today and basically check them out. All right, folks, back to the show. We're back to the show here. Let's take a quick little break here on the Patriot Angle podcast. Do you see what Biden is now telling? I just got into this Biden's immigration policies here of what he wants to do. He's now. This was what just earlier today. Biden tells the Mexican president he will end Trump's immigration policies, and he's calling it a Dradicon. Is that even a word? We got to look that up in the Webster's dictionary. Anyway, make a long story short, he wants to end Trump's immigration policies. He even goes to the far of calling the Mexican president and saying he will end Trump's immigration policies. I mean, this is crazy. This was just earlier today. Biden told the Mexican president, Manuel, right, Obrador, that he will reverse the Trump administration's Dradicon immigration policies. Oh God, they're using like Latin layman terms to try to like bash this Trump administration, like he was the worst president in history. Oh boy, God willing, for these 4 years, I'm telling you. A readout from the White House said that Biden spoke with the Mexican president to review a cooperation on a range of regional issues, particularly regional migration. Okay? The president outlined his plan to reduce migration by addressing its root causes, increasing resettlement capacity and lawful alternative immigration pathways, improving processing at the border to request for asylum, and reversing the previous administration's immigration policies. The two leaders agreed to work closely to stem the flow of irregular immigration or migration to the Mexico and United States border, as well as promote development in the northern triangle of Central America, it said. Oh boy. What the hell? I mean, that's a slap on the face, folks. That's a slap on the face, because I know Trump worked so hard for that law of immigration, migration, and border patrol and safety. Worked so hard for that. And what is it? Another slap in the face by the far left. You know, because that's what we have in office now, the far left radical Democrat leaders. Yeah, this is what they want to do. They want to they want to remove Trump's policies of immigration. Well, what does that say? What does that say right there with border security? Oh, it gets even better, folks. Listen to this one. On Wednesday, just a few days ago, hours after Biden was sworn in as president, he signed an order halting construction of the wall at the southern border while the administration studies, whether it can redivert money that has been assigned to the project. So now he wants to budget or take money from the wall budget that's been building for the last 3.5, almost 4 years now, literally like just debunk that whole budget, maybe just put a pause on the whole border walk, and just yeah, it's not needed right now. It's not needed right now. It's not needed right now when you have drugs and cartels using women and children just to get into the damn country. It's sick, folks. It's sick. And then you have leadership in this country that just doesn't give a shit. That just doesn't give a crap. Other orders. Oh, you got to listen to this here, because I want to play a soundbite here of Biden here, of how this played out. There was other orders here, included an end to Trump era travel bans. Oh, he's gonna end the Trump travel bans. That was put in place, Biden, for border security. Do we have a man that's fit for office? Because the route he's taken us is very dangerous, folks. Very, very dangerous. I hope to God, I hope that we have lawmakers in this country, political lawmakers, conservative lawmakers, that are like literally seeing this president, this new president's plan. Okay? Earlier today, another order was signed by this radical leader as a president. Earlier today, 100-day deportation. I just got into this earlier in the show as it started. A 100-day deportation freeze went in effect and was immediately subjected to a lawsuit from Texas. Oh boy, thank you, Texas, a conservative state stepping up to the plate, knowing that this president is literally in violation of an agreement with DHS. Oh, what is that? It was an agreement of the previous administration of the Trump presidency, claiming that what Biden is trying to do as president, claiming it is dangerous, unconstitutional, and it's a violation of an agreement with DHS, okay, of this 100-day deportation. He's literally saying to all immigrants, migrants, border crossers, come on in. We have a 100-day deportation freeze. Yeah, it's okay. Well, let's see how far he gets with this new order here. He also promised to end the Migrant Protection Protocols, which is also known as MPP, also known as the Remain in Mexico policy, that the Trump-era policies keep migrants in Mexico as they await their hearing. Well, they should. They should, because they're crossing from, in some parts, one country such as Mexico. Sometimes they're coming from other countries such as Central America, Guatemala, other countries down in Central America. Yes, they should. They should remain in Mexico and wait their hearings. Why not? We don't have the room for them, nor do we have the resources to keep these people in this country. Oh boy, I'm telling you. But I'm glad to hear that a Texas Attorney General. Okay, I want to get into this here. I want to play this quick little soundbite. Soundbite. What in the hell is my words? Folks, I'm heated up. As you can see, I'm heated up. I'm losing my words. Paul looking at me, my producer, telling me I think I need to take another break. I think so too, Paul. But let's get into this quick little soundbite first before I take the break, because I want to get into this other story here with this Texas Attorney General now suing the Biden administration. Oh, yeah, over that unlawful deportation pause. Yeah, a conservative state stepping up to the plate. Thank God, because this president is already showing dangerous paths as a president, literally just pouring new policies in. And just literally just having the Trump policies with a big slap on the face. It's terrible what this president's doing. Let's play this soundbite here of Biden, literally of what went down. Oh, you got to listen to this. It's terrible. It really is.
Just a couple of days, another migrant caravan is reportedly set to depart Honduras to make its way to the United States. This comes as the President Biden, has halted construction on the border wall and has paused deportations for 100 days.
Yeah.
100 days. Our next guest lost his son, Drew, 10 years ago after he was hit and killed by an illegal immigrant. And he calls these first moves of the Biden administration political. President of the group Advocates for Victims of Illegal Alien Crime, Don Rosenberg, joins us right now. Don, good morning to you.
Good morning. Thank you.
So what do you make of, we know walls work. We just know that. So why is Joe Biden doing this?
Well, I mean, it's a political decision. The irony here is that, we've been hearing him for a year spout how when it comes to COVID, we have to listen to the scientists, we have to listen to the experts. Well, here he's listening to politicians. He's refusing to listen to the experts, many of whom worked in the
I couldn't agree more. Let me just stop it right there. Okay, for months upon months, a year and a half, right? He's always saying, "Oh, we got to listen to experts. We got to listen to the scientists, and this and this." With this COVID scenario that's in the country still, right? We're still going through the combat of the COVID-19 pandemic, which started last March. Is it going to go away, folks? I don't think so. But now he's not caring about safety and health for America and Americans. Well. Hypocrite Joe. Will the real Joe stand up, right? Will the real Joe stand up? I think he is standing up, folks, because now he's clearly coming out to the American people saying that he will open the borders and will have a 100-day deportation freeze. Well, okay, if you were just saying and spewing for a year, Joe, that you care about the health and well-being of Americans and all Americans in this country, why the hell are you allowing illegal border crossings, all right, to just spew into this country that have probably diseases, viruses, and everything else that we don't know about, probably contracting COVID-19. What do you think that's going to do? That's probably going to spike up the numbers a little bit, isn't it? It's going to spike up the new numbers because now we have a brand new caravan of migrants literally marching to the border. I mean, this is something that went back about a year and a half ago when these migrants tried to come into the country here, and Trump put a stop on it. Well, this president isn't put a stop on it. He's literally opening them up with open arms. What the hell is going on? Folks, we got to stop this. We got to stop this at all times. We need conservative lawmakers such as Texas that just stood up, which I will get into that story right after these quick words, folks. But we have to figure out a way to stop this. I think the 25th Amendment needs to be taking place on this president. This president is literally showing a danger as a national security threat to this country by just invoking these dangerous policies, folks. We'll be right back after these words.
Of your Spotify inbox. know those frustrating times when you hear a great song, but you don't know who the artist is? Well, thanks to the good people at SoundHound, you can find out in seconds and then listen to the track on Spotify. Download the SoundHound app and you can whistle, hum, speak lyrics, whatever it takes for SoundHound to recognize the track. Then just tap play in Spotify to listen to your heart's content.
Hey folks, back to the show here. We're talking, for those who's just joining into the podcast, welcome. This is season 2 here of the Patriot Angle podcast. Can't believe we got up to season 2. That's great though, so the show is definitely growing. Thank you to all my loyal listeners, and also too, I see I have some new listeners out there and some new followers on Facebook. Thank you very much for choosing to listen to this podcast, as well as liking us on Facebook. Appreciate that. What we're talking about today, folks, is the new agendas, policies that this new President Biden, okay, is rolling out. And, folks, it's dangerous. It is dangerous, okay? Biden plans to reverse Trump's administration immigration policies, okay? And he also plans to reverse every policy that Trump literally works so hard for us Americans, okay, to keep us safe, okay? Because, I mean, folks, this is gonna lead into some bad times and some dark paths that this president is bringing us down a very dark path in our country, okay? A path that literally we do not want to go down. We don't want to go down, folks, because I'm telling you right now, this president is literally putting us literally in dark paths and a really, really bad road ahead for this country. A very bad road ahead. Okay? Also, too, like I said, I want to get into the next story here with this Texas Attorney General suing the Biden administration over that unlawful deportation pause. We're going to get into that in a little bit because I'd really want to see about that article. I have not read that article yet, folks, but I really want to get into that article. And I'm sure you listeners out there would like to know what's going on. Literally the first state to literally request a court hearing on the Biden administration. They plan on suing his administration under unlawful policies that were put in with the previous administration of Trump. So that oh boy, that should be interesting. Also, too, oh boy, I mean these things just gets worse and worse, folks. Worse and worse. Do you remember DACA? Oh, the crazy plan that was put in through Clinton years and years ago. Another great little act in law that Trump literally had controlled. Nope. He also signed. Nope. Like I said, he also signed. That's Biden. Signed an order. Okay, to protect the 2002 Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals, which is also known as DACA, okay, which shields immigrants who came to the country illegally as children for deportation. So guess what? These now adult children, okay, they're not children anymore. The now adults, illegal immigrants that came here as children will not face deportation. Oh boy, another slap on the face with the Trump administration. Every single, yeah, Yeah, sound effect. You hear the construction crew going by? Yeah. Every single law, every single act that Trump literally worked hard for us to try to get us on a better path from just corrupted presidencies and failed presidencies such as the Clinton era, the Obama era, the Bush era, literally, for 4 years, ended all those ridiculous policies. It seems like Biden is literally just reinstating every single freaking policy. Folks, this is bad. This is bad. This is very bad stuff that we're going through. I want to talk about that Texas Attorney General. Oh boy, if hopefully there's light at the end of the tunnel. Hopefully there is light at the end of the tunnel, because I think I see some light at the end of the tunnel with this story here. Texas Attorney General sues Biden administration over unlawful deportation pause. Okay? Which the deportation freeze went in effect yesterday, Friday. Went in effect. Okay? 100-day pause made by the Biden administration. This Texas attorney, Ken Paxton, on Friday. Oh, here it's getting good, folks. See, like I said, there might be some light at the end of the tunnel here to try to at least maybe control this crazy radical administration that we have in the White House right now. This Texas attorney Paxton on Friday sued the Biden administration over what he described as an unlawful 100-day pause on deportation of illegal immigrants, claiming it would put Americans in danger in violating existing agreements that were put in by the previous administration. It's a law, Joe. You can't just do what the hell you please, Joe. You have to obey and abide by certain policies or agreements that were put into law. You just can't oversee Congress. If you want to do something, you have to put it through Congress. Yeah, but I know the radical left controls Congress. The Texas attorney said our state defends the largest section of the southern border in the nation. Failure to properly enforce the law will directly and immediately endanger our citizens and law enforcement personnel, Paxton said in a statement. Also, the Texas attorney had stated here in the statement here in the article, the DHS itself has previously acknowledged that such a freeze on deportations will cause concrete injuries to Texas. Folks, what will this do to our beautiful state of Texas? Okay? The rule of law and security of our citizens must prevail, folks. Okay? This new administration, folks, these people are radical. They're dangerous, and if he keeps on enacting or proposing such policies as this, folks, we'll be in another war. We'll be in another war with another foreign country that we do not want to be in a war with any foreign country. Folks, we haven't been in a war since the Obama and Bush era. Trump has taken us and kept us out of ridiculous wars. This president is like literally bringing us back to hellhole and mayhem. Oh boy. Folks, the most pressing challenges that this country faces is not only the COVID-19 pandemic, okay, but a literally a challenge of this of this pandemic is nothing compared to this administration. Okay, and what they're trying to do. It goes into Paxton also claims that the directive following the Biden administration violates the Constitution and federal law, as well as a contractual agreement between Texas and DHS signed in the final days of the Trump administration, that the state would consult or would be consulted, before reducing immigration enforcement or pausing deportations. So Biden right there is literally in violation of all that. I mean, did he literally notify the state? No. He just acted upon himself. Oh, I'm the president. I can do what I want to do. No, sir. You cannot do what you want to do unless you have an agreement stated by the state, like it says in the previous agreement that was signed into law on the final days of the Trump administration. For an example, let's go more into this because, folks, this is getting deep here. This is getting deep. For an example, Texas expends funds to provide social services to illegal immigrants each year, including health care and education expenses, and must account for those anticipated through in its budget. Those amounts will increase should DHS halt nearly all of its removals from Texas. Also, DHS could reassert this suspension power for a longer period or even indefinitely, effectively granting a blanket amnesty to illegal aliens that Congress has refused to pass time and time again. Which also Joe wants to remove the word alien. He doesn't like that. He doesn't like calling illegals aliens. Well, what the hell you want to call them? What do you want to call them? You want to call them Mexicans? Oh, no, then you can be called racist or a bigot, right? They're from Mexico. What the hell you going to call them? Mexicans, right? They're from Guatemala. You call them Guatemalans. People from Italy, you call them Italians. People, I mean, you get the memo, right? But Joe wants to eliminate that word. He doesn't like that word. Does not like that word. The lawsuit, folks, is the latest pushback DeFreeze is receiving from Republicans. Earlier yesterday, on Friday, Senator Marco Rubio from Florida wrote to the administration requesting clarity on the freeze, expressing concern that it could allow violent criminals to avoid deportation. What? What, Rubio? Come on. Oh, boy. It's these rhinos, I'm telling you. The freeze is one of the number of actions Biden has taken into regard to immigration in his first days of office. So, what danger has Biden done so far? Well, he has reversed the Trump travel ban so far. He stopped funding of the wall at the southern border. So the construction at the southern border has basically put on a temporary or hopefully it's just a small little number of a halt. It's basically put on halt, folks. He stopped the funding of the wall. And he's reactivating DACA. Folks, thank you, Paul, for the water. Folks, this is exactly what we were warned about with this administration. And we are only in day 3 of this new presidential administration. Folks, this is dangerous times that we are going to see in this administration. Folks, we cannot allow this administration, to continue these dangerous agendas. This is bad, folks. This is very, very bad. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, like we have to figure out something. We have to figure out a literally a rebound. A rebound of how to like win in 2024, because folks, we're going back to the same mess that we seen under Obama. We're going back to the same mess that we seen under Bush. Don't get me started with Clinton, folks. This is literally like 24 years of madness, mayhem, and corruption, all in 3 days so far under this new administration. This is bad. These are dangerous policies that Biden is literally just literally creating. Folks, this is bad. Former press secretary Sarah Sanders, which was also part of the communications department of the Trump administration. Does everybody remember Sarah Sanders? She's now warning Biden would be a dangerous president. Oh, you got to listen to this.
Hi there, I'm the dental implant educator here, and I wanted to make a really simple video to help explain what dental implant options are available to you. I want to show what they look like so that you can be informed and make the best decisions for you. So if you're watching this video, most likely you're missing teeth and you're probably experiencing something like you're unable to eat certain foods, you're avoiding social interactions, you're embarrassed about your smile, something like that. And even more than that, with tooth loss, you got to be really careful about losing bone density, especially if you're missing all of your upper or lower teeth, because the bone loss can be so bad that actually it results in the collapse of the lower third of the jaw. So what I want to let you know is that it does not have to be like that. Dental implants are changing lives all across the country, and we here are at the forefront of all things dental implants. So the first step, though, is for you to understand what they actually are, what they look like, and what options are available to you. So let's get started with a single implant, or if you were missing one single tooth. So the old way, the way that you don't want to do it, so these are healthy teeth, and the dentist would actually have to grind down these teeth, and then they would put a crown on this tooth and a crown on this tooth to bridge the gap of the missing tooth. We don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. Why would we hurt healthy teeth? So let's put in an implant instead. You put the implant in, and then you put a post in called an abutment. So if you ever hear the implant, abutment, and crown, okay, that's the implant, the abutment, and then you stick on a crown like that. Then you don't mess with your healthy teeth, and they remain healthy. So not only that, is you maintain all of your bone density here with this implant. The bone actually osseointegrates, and that's a word that basically just means it thinks the implant is your root. It's really, really pretty cool. So
Joe Biden dominating Bernie Sanders on Mini Super Tuesday, winning 4 of 6 states so far, which were up for grabs, including the biggest prize, which Bernie won last time, Michigan.
Right. Our next guest calling out the Democratic establishment for Biden's surge, but asked, is he really more electable than Bernie? Joining us right now, Fox News contributor, former White House press secretary, Sarah Sanders. Sarah, when you look at Biden do better than Hillary in Michigan and knowing he's basically going to be the nominee, does that trouble you?
Not at all. Look, anybody that's been paying attention to Joe Biden on the campaign trail and frankly on the debate stage knows he's been a terrible candidate. But anybody who's been listening to him state his policy positions knows he's extremely liberal and would make an even more dangerous and terrible president. Let's not forget that he has moved so far to the left. Joe Biden is no moderate. He supports taxpayer-funded abortion, free health care for illegals, wants to eliminate fracking, supports the Green New Deal, which would kill millions of jobs. He's fighting against the Second Amendment. This is not somebody that Democrats can claim is in the middle and is a moderate by any stretch of the imagination. He is an extreme liberal, and he is going to be just as easy for the president to beat as Bernie Sanders. It'll be.
I couldn't agree. I'm going to stop it right there. That was the former press secretary Sarah Sanders under the former Trump administration. Folks, this presidency here that we're seeing right now with Biden, okay, he is already orchestrating dangerous methods, okay, of pre-socialism and communism in this country. Folks, he is literally bringing third world policies that you would see from other countries into this country, into this nation. He is literally for open borders, no culture, no language, and literally wants to abolish the Second Amendment. Folks, he is going to literally enact every policy day by day. Folks, you will see socialism in this country like you would never see it before. Folks, we're losing our freedoms. We're losing our liberties. What this president is going to do is going to be very, very bad, folks. Very, very bad. I want to play another soundbite here of just the difference, okay? The different views on foreign policy between Trump and Biden, okay? Because you have to listen to this. You have to listen to it, because this is just. I mean, there's different views, you know. So I mean, I do have some liberal listeners, that listen to the show here. Thank you, a ping on that one. I do. I have some liberal listeners. So even I have regular liberal listeners that are for the Biden policies, and I have some liberal listeners that email me. I just check my emails every day, and I mean, even the liberals, the common sense liberals, they're like, we voted for Biden, but what the hell did we vote for? This is not what this man has promised. Well, you can come over to the new party. Yeah, did you hear the new party? The new party, the Patriot Party. The Patriot Party will be formed. You can come over to that party, because we don't criticize. We don't bash. We don't attack you. We're the Patriot Party. You can come on over. Come on over. Come on over. But all you radical libs out there, don't come over where I live, because I won't have it. I won't be your friend. I won't be your neighbor. I won't have it. I don't want you near me. You are just as a threat as this president is, because of the policies. I want to play a soundbite here of just the differences, the different views on foreign policy, because foreign policy, folks, is going to play a big part on this new administration. So you could just see the views right now of of Trump versus Biden. And this is some of what we could see under the Biden presidency in the coming months. Oh, you got to listen to this.
Acceptance speech at the Republican National Convention, President Donald Trump argued that his opponent, Democratic presidential nominee Joe Biden, is a weak leader who will destroy the country.
Joe Biden spent his entire career outsourcing their dreams and the dreams of American workers, offshoring their jobs, opening their borders, and sending their sons and daughters to fight in endless foreign wars.
During the Democratic National Convention, Biden, vice president during the Obama administration, portrayed Trump as a dangerous leader who has ruined America's standing in the world.
I'll be a president who will stand with our allies and friends and make it clear to our adversaries the days of cozying up to dictators is over. Under President Biden, America will not turn a blind eye to Russian bounties on the heads of American soldiers.
The Democrats' foreign policy platform opposes forever wars, proposes less spending
I'm
on
going to
national
stop it right there. I'm going to stop it right there. Did you just hear that last bit that he just said? You know, he used American soldiers. Okay. He used American soldiers for an example. Did you... Let's talk about American soldiers. Did you just hear or see what happened to even our guardsmen? 25,000 guardsmen were put in the Capitol. Okay, for this last week. About a week and a half, right, Paul? About a week, yeah. Paul's saying about a week. About a week and a half, right? Yeah, about a week and a half of, just that was, there to basically control the security, right? Did you see where they had them? Literally? When they were done with them, they put them in a damn parking garage. Yeah. As some as 5,000 guardsmen and women were resting in parking garages. If you think I'm making this up, that folks, you gotta read it. You gotta read this article, or you gotta. This is bad. This is bad. This is our National Guard, okay, from different states that were ordered to go up to the Capitol for security, just in case people got a little civil unjust because of the new administration being sworn in. Okay, some National Guardsmen had to sleep on the ground of a parking garage near the U.S. Capitol this past Thursday. Some guardsmen were stating that they felt incredibly betrayed. Well, I would feel betrayed too if I had to serve my country as a security personnel, okay, at the Capitol, and then forced to vacate the Capitol, and then told you have to go rest in a parking garage. Folks, that is like more than betray. That is disgust beyond level. That's sickening and disgusting. That's crap! Crap. Literally crap. Hours after the Capitol's events of the inauguration, U.S. Capitol Police officials ordered them to vacate the facilities, sending them outdoors or at nearby parking garages after 2 weeks pulling security duty after the deadly riot on January 6th. Okay? One unit, folks, you got to listen to this. One unit, which had been resting in a Senate office building, was abruptly told to vacate the facility on Thursday, according to one guardsman. Okay? The group was forced to rest in a nearby parking garage without internet reception, with just one electrical outlet and one bathroom with 2 stalls for 5,000 troops, the person said. Temperatures in Washington that night were in the low 40s by nightfall. This is your National Guardmen and women that were forced to go to parking garages or outdoors without any type of acceptable shelters. Folks, these are people that protect you on a daily basis, both domestic and foreign, okay? And then U.S. Capitol Police officials, politicians, force them and order them to go outside in parking garages rather than a hotel, maybe an Airbnb, whatever, right? Folks, this is disgusting. This is disgusting. They serve to protect the incoming transition of power into Washington at the Capitol, and then told to go wait outside or go into the parking garage. And then some of them were tired and tried to get rest, so they had to sleep on the floor. Folks, this is terrible. This is your National Guard. They were told to take their rest breaks during their 12-hour shifts outside. Folks, this is nuts. Oh, and then did you see this? Did you see this? Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, right? He tweeted this: "If this is true, it's outraged. I will get to the bottom of this. I will get." Yeah. I'm sure you felt bad, huh? I'm sure you felt bad, Schumer, huh? You're gonna get to the bottom of this. It's too late. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? They already had to sleep in parking garages. It's too late. Another senator, Tom Cotton, representative of Arkansas, noted that the Capitol complex remains closed to members of the public, so there's plenty of room for troops to take break in there. Yeah? But why couldn't they go in there? Why couldn't they go in the Capitol complex? These are men of military, men and women of military. The Capitol complex was to remain closed to the members of the public, but they were forced to go outside or at a parking garage. But no, that's not good enough. No. If you're in military and you're in uniform, you should be respected, honored, and treated with the highest respect in this country. And what they did to these guardsmen this past week is disgusting, outraged, and despicable. Despicable. Folks, this is bad. This is very, very bad. Very, very bad. Folks, if we do not wake up and vote correctly and use common sense in the midterm elections, which is very, very a short period of time away, you're going to lose your country, you're going to lose your liberties, and you're going to lose your freedoms, folks. We have to wake up and understand where this administration is going. They are going to try to radicalize us as Americans, change our culture, destroy our amendments and take away free speech. Big tech is already doing it. Government is next. Folks, with that being said, thank you for joining into today's show. And as always, we'll see you on the next one. Also, too, if you'd like to follow me on Facebook, you can find me on Facebook at the Patriot Angle Podcast. Will pop right up when you put in the search bar there. Also, you can find us on Anchor, our good friends at Anchor that we broadcast the show from. The Patriot Angle Podcast. And you can also find us on Google, Apple, Spotify, and anywhere you hear a podcast. Thank you for tuning in, guys, and God bless you all.
You just heard an episode of the Patriot Angle Podcast, an Anchor platform.